We just got some breaking news about Need for Speed Unbound and the future of that game, as well as potentially the next title to release. Over on Twitter, they posted, "Thank you for ripping around Lakeshore with us. We'll see you on the streets. Here's a look back at Need for Speed Unbound Volume 9 and our year of Kaizen." I've not actually read it yet, but this title alone, thank you for your support on Need for Speed Unbound, probably indicates that that's it. That is it from Unbound. Thank you from all of us at Team Kaizen. See you down the road. So their year of update, which was the second year of live service updates in 2024 with Volume 6 all the way up to Volume 9. So as a lot of you probably know, when the last Battlefield game came out, Battlefield 2042, a lot of Criterion actually got moved over to help develop that game. And it also happened with the current Battlefield game that is, I believe, planned for this year, which Battlefield posted about an hour before the Need for Speed blog post went live, basically saying the Battlefield is back. And I believe they show like 10 seconds of the alpha gameplay within this somewhere. I don't know where, I haven't seen it. Don't get me wrong, I love the Battlefield games as well, although they have definitely fallen off a bit in recent years. I think Battlefield 1 for me was definitely my last like enjoyable Battlefield game that I properly played. And when I heard that pretty much most of Criterion would be moving over to work on the next Battlefield game, it was a bit of a punch in the gut, especially for us Need for Speed fans, as I'm pretty sure the Kaizen crew for Unbound were a very, very small team. Maybe even as low as 10 people, I don't know, but I know it was like insanely small. Over the past couple of years, we've been getting your feedback and we're proud to have delivered the most complete Need for Speed experience yet, which I would agree. Need for Speed Unbound is probably one of my favorite modern Need for Speed games. A lot of people don't like it because of all of the driving effects and the anime characters, which are actually cel shaded, which we've seen in Borderlands and stuff. People like those games, but they don't like it in Need for Speed. You actually give it a go, genuinely is a good game. We've been listening, observing, and making adjustments using our Kaizen philosophy to be more transparent and give you more of what you love. Thank you for being part of the Unbound journey. It's been quite a ride. And for one last time, let's delve into the feedback of this volume and the year of Kaizen overall. And here we go, this is it right here. Since we're at the end of live service on Unbound, we won't be updating the game or making any more changes, but rest assured, your notes and comments are being captured and will help inform the future. Now, it was kind of obvious when Volume 9 Lockdown, or the Most Wanted update, came out. A lot of us did believe that it was the final update, and I think it was fair to assume that straight after we got the trailer, straight after we saw all of the content in the game. We had a brand new game mode, we had loads of cars added, so much stuff, and seeing the trailer as well, it all kind of felt like it was just one big final update that they wanted to do for the game, and it was really good. We will only be including feedback in these reports that relates to what we're doing in Need for Speed Unbound. There aren't any certain frequent community requests that are outside of the scope of this project. Know that it's heard and your enthusiasm is appreciated, but won't be addressing those requests in this review. Allergies are absolutely kicking my ass right now, but yeah, it's officially the confirmation that Need for Speed Unbound has ended. We'll be getting no more updates. Not only will it be no more big live service updates, but I doubt we'll be getting any updates in general, like bug fixes and stuff like that. Maybe we might get a few bug fix updates, but honestly, I think that's just going to be it. It's going to leave it how it is. You know, we can continue playing it, enjoying it for however long. The rest of the blog post, by the looks of it, will go over feedback on the lockdown game mode. We had bikes added, which was really cool, and I hope that the next Need for Speed game does have bikes in it, more to the point where we can maybe customize them and we can actually use them in free roam. I know on PC, if you add a mod, you can do that, but just to be able to do that in general would be pretty sweet. And then at the end, they go ahead by reviewing Kaizen and, you know, thanking all the players for the support. We heard you loud and clear. Single player content that goes beyond what's in game at launch means a heck of a lot, but we did add some much needed long-term progression with ranks and leagues, brought back some absolute NFS classics with Dragon and Proof Drift, and gave you the opportunity to play on the wrong side of the law with the cop and pursuit tech. And it was great to see the return of the iconic BMW M3 GTR in-game and IRL. Pop a picture up on screen now, but I'm sure a lot of you probably know about this anyway. In the BMW museum in Germany, they actually had this car on display, and also had the actor for Razor. He showed up. He also appeared in Lockdown. You know, Derek is an awesome guy. It's so nice to see that he's so involved with the Need for Speed community after all these years, and it's still a big bit of his heart, you know. So with the end of Need for Speed Unbound confirmed, you know, that is it. We're done with that game. What does it mean for the future of Need for Speed in general, just by looking at this blog post? As it said, the devs Criterion that work on Need for Speed, they are all in on Battlefield at the moment. So I think it's safe to say that the next Need for Speed probably isn't even in development yet, as all of the Criterion devs are still over there, and the Kaizen team is such a small team of devs that I doubt they've, you know, started anything. They probably got some kind of idea set up. I mean, that's fairly obvious as well. You could say that with most games, you know, when one game comes out, they're already thinking of the next game. Fingers crossed that this Battlefield that comes out, whether it's this year or next year, I'm pretty sure it's going to be this year. I really hope it's good. Because if it's good, that means that they'll hopefully give the devs back to Need for Speed and they can go all in with that game, and we'll get a brand new entry in the Need for Speed franchise at some point in the future. If I had to think of like a rough estimate of when, a lot of the Need for Speed games used to be like a 2 to 3 year development. So I'd probably say it's safe to assume around 2027, maybe even 2028. That is a long time away if you think about it. But I feel like it will probably be around then. Hey, if it's earlier than that, then I am all for it, you know. If we get a Need for Speed game even earlier, that would be awesome. But expect a bit of time until we get another one. And as they say in the blog post as well, a lot of the player and community feedback that they've gotten, they haven't addressed in this game, as it, you know, it's the end now, so they're not going to do anything about it. So I do hope that they take a lot of that into account for the next game. You know, they add more single player content, because a lot of people really wanted some additional single player stuff, myself included, to be honest. It would have been nice to have, you know, some extra missions or just things to do in general. You know, we've had it in previous games before, like Need for Speed 2015, we had the Prestige mode. Need for Speed Payback, we had the, what was it, the Supercross? Was it like the Supercross story, I think it was, something like that? You guys know what I'm on about. So to have stuff like that, if not better, in the next Need for Speed game would be great. And of course, we also want really good multiplayer stuff again. I think this multiplayer in Unbound was really, really good. I absolutely loved every update they put out. And I'm not just saying that. I'm a huge fan of the Need for Speed series. I've played all of them since, what, Underground 1? So a very long time. And I love a lot of the multiplayer in Need for Speed. Remember the Run actually was probably one of my favorite online experiences. Same with Hot Pursuit as well. Hot Pursuit was great fun, and they definitely did a lot of things right with this game, but they also did stuff wrong, which, you know, they've addressed and they've completely agreed. But yeah, that is it. I'm really hoping that Need for Speed gets what it deserves in the future. We need a really good game. If anyone from EA is watching this video, probably very unlikely, but if you do, like, just know that the community really loves Need for Speed. I'm sure you guys know that, but we really want to see the franchise back to where it was again. I'm sure you guys do as well. So what you would maybe like to see in the next Need for Speed game, when do you think it's coming out, stuff like that. Need for Speed Unbound is officially done. And until my next video, take care. Peace.